Destroying It Alan, and it's Nate and Tessa. Alan, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Okay. You never kind of assume, I suppose. What is the story behind Destroying It Alan?
Behind the name?
Yeah, behind the name, behind just how it formed.
Well, I was a solo artist. I played under the name Nate Allen for 2 years. And then I quit music. And I didn't really know if I'd ever play again. And I had a lot of bitterness and fear in my life that I needed to work through. And felt I was challenged to deal with that before I pursued music more. And in that year, it turned out to be a year off, my music dramatically shifted and started shifting in a good direction from bad social distortion Johnny Cash ripoff. And like about the end of the year, it was a band name was made sense, but I hadn't really thought about it. And I bought DestroyingItAlan.com to make fun of myself. And I told Tessa at her clothing store.
And I said, that sounds like a cool name. Is that going to be your new band name?
And I was like, I don't know. I'll go pray about it. And I went outside, and 5 minutes later I came back. I'm like, yep.
Were you two married at that point?
We were just best friends then.
Oh, okay.
So I had no investment in the name. I just thought it'd be cool.
Yeah, it was just quiet folk songs, and the name was just kind of catchy, so we kept it. And now we break a lot of stuff and try not to bleed too much, and so it's an appropriate name.
It's fitting for breaking things. How many things have you broken on this?
Everybody remembers the name too.
Yeah. How many things have I broken? I was breaking between 2 to 5 guitar strings a night until I got taught how to restrum better, and now I break about 1 to 2 or 3 a night.
That's improvement.
But the last calendar year, I went through 4 guitars, and this year we've only gone through 1. So that's
okay.
And if you break lots of strings, go to juststrings.com. We learned that that's a good website to find cheap strings.
How long have you two been making music together?
He let me in the band after we got married.
You wouldn't let her in before?
no.
Well, and I wasn't really a musician. I was just a big supporter of musicians, and but I also, have like a high school theater background and stuff, and I had this really strong desire to tour, and I was like, man, when am I ever going to get to tour? Who wants to ever take a girl on tour with them? And so I was good enough friends with Nate that back when we were just best friends, that I asked if I could go on tour for a week or so with him, on our way to Cornerstone, and that's when he told me he liked me, and that's how this whole thing began.
On tour.
On tour.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it that you write music?
I can tell you why I write music. I write music because I didn't want to sing his songs.
I don't think I write music. I think I catch music. And it just kind of... The process has always been songs just kind of randomly appear. And we write. I try to play them. And it's like even writing our new record, Tessa would sit down and very meticulously write out a song. And I'd be like, yep, I'd try, and I just would fail. And then all of a sudden we just kind of put ourselves in a place praying or just resting, and the song would just show up, and then we'd have it.
So you say God writes music for you and you just play what he wants?
Yeah, most likely.
I respect that. Why is it that you tour?
I think I tour because it's what we're supposed to do. Most likely, I'm from a music scene. I have a hard time sitting still when I'm doing something. If I'm playing, if I'm writing music, I'm playing shows. If I have a record, I'm on tour.
So when you're
Because it deserves an audience.
When you're writing the music, you're actually running around your apartment.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes stomping on the floor. But so it's just a process.
Bad for your neighbors.
Yeah, they sometimes beat on the ceiling.
But really, we like being on tour, and I like being on tour anyway. And we like traveling, and I like seeing all my friends from all over the country. And our live show totally rocks. And so of course we want to take it to as many people as possible and play every night because it's awesome.
For the people watching this video, where is it that you guys call home?
Portland, Oregon.
How long have you called that your home? Is that a more recent thing, or?
I've lived there about 2 years.
But Nate is native from Oregon.
So I didn't move there because it was popular. I moved there because my family moved there.
Because they moved there because it's popular.
Work for job.
Where has the tour taken you so far?
We've been throughout all the northern states except for North Dakota, Montana, and Vermont.
Were we in Wyoming this year?
We drove through.
Okay. We haven't gone to Alaska yet.
But not this year.
Gonna go visit the Skirts.
And we're on our, we couldn't afford it. And then we're on our way to Florida soon, and then we'll tour back through the Southwest is the plan right now. So we'll see about 45 states on tour this year.
That's quite a few.
Yeah.
That's all but 3.
Yeah, and I think New Hampshire or Vermont is the only lower 48 state I've never been to. So that's one of the goals. We had to cancel the show there. So
And we've learned that Ohio has a very big DIY music scene.
Where?
Ohio?
Ohio? Wow.
Yep.
You know that?
and South Dakota is better than Kansas. Sorry. people
Like,
from Kansas.
South Dakota's more fun to drive through because there's all these roadside attractions. It's like, world's biggest this, and, you know,
Shiny objects on the side of the road.
capital of that,
Yes.
and the Corn Palace.
Was there really a corn palace?
Yes.
It really is.
Where
It,
is
it was not as cool as when I was 5 and I saw it,
But it is in South Dakota.
but it is still
What
kind
is
of
your
cool.
favorite roadside attraction?
When we were just dating, we stopped in a field one night and watched the fireflies and the sun go down, and that's my favorite so far.
Electronics.
We saw the Jolly Green Giant on our way from South Dakota to Minneapolis.
And realized that we left our laptop at the
In
same
South-
stop in South Dakota, so we
Yeah.
had to turn around and drive an extra 400 miles.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was awful. But,
that's a lot of extra miles.
yeah.
Yeah.
So is it tough being on tour for so long?
Yeah. My first tour was 6 months long, and so it kind of skewed my definition of touring.
It was by himself.
Yeah, and so it gets, I think, it gets tiring after a while, and hard shows or no shows make life harder, and then when money gets tight, it gets a little bit
In van troubles.
van trouble. We've had a lot of van trouble this week, so
Have you ever contemplated doing a tour like Lost and Found on bicycle?
we're not very good bicycle riders.
We have a lot of stuff we carry around with us.
Yeah, that always amazed me when they did their first tour on bicycle.
I really, really wanted to bring bicycles in the van with us this year, but we had van troubles at the beginning, and so we pretty much were like, throw everything in and go! Like, that's how we started our tour, so we didn't have room for bicycles.
Where was it that you started your tour?
Portland, Oregon.
What's your favorite memory so far from this tour?
I think it's been really exciting to see. Yes. I think it's been really exciting to see people come to shows that know who we are. Because we're out here independent doing anything we can to without any help from it. So it's been really encouraging this year to see people come back to the shows.
I enjoyed playing Cornerstone this year.
How many shows did you do there?
We played the Fat Cat stage and the Jesus Village stage, and then the Face the Music stage.
And a second.
I mean impromptu, that's what I meant.
Well, I think it was the Face Music stage moved to the
Oh, whatever. That one place where you saw us.
It was very rainy and muddy. Everyone was kind of confused.
Play 4.
Okay. And then you said you did a set inside the merch tent or something?
Yeah.
Okay. But, what style of music would you say you play?
We play interactive, sing-along, folk punk.
Acoustic. That goes in there too, usually. Somewhere.
Sometimes, depends on the day.